Say again.
The screenshot for the chart from the book. I mean.
Screenshots from the book.
Yeah, because there is some page which said we have to go back to the book.
Oh, okay. If you don't have the book, I'll share.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. I understand now. If you don't have the book, I can. Please remind me. Not now. Maybe something in the evening, and I'll take the screenshot and share it on the group.
Sure.
Okay, brothers. Let us just start. I think for a change, let me take your attendance today.
The class as usual. No,
What can I do? I need to at least tell people, it's not a good thing. This is not a good thing, right? You're making. Yes.
My class is not at 8, but I usually come at this time.
Then let me know and I'll add you here. Okay. I'll go back and I'll add. Okay.
You will take the attendance.
Yes. Ahmed Saad. Brothers, Ahmed Saad.
Not here.
Ahmed Nasir. Ahmed Nouri. Usama. Ahmed Rami. Ahmed Abdul Wahab. Jawad.
Yes.
Okay. Hassan Ali.
Yes.
Hussein Arafat. Khalid. Rakan. Rayan. Saud. Saeed Muhammad.
Here.
Okay. Suleiman Ahmad. Salih. Ziya. Abdul Aziz Saad. Abdul Aziz Saud.
Yes.
Abdul Latif Khalid. Abdullah, what is this? Bridges?
Abdullah Huriyas.
Okay. Atallah. Umar Khalid. Umar Walid. Faisal. Abdullah. Faisal Muhammad. Muhammad bin Fahad.
Yes.
Okay. Muhammad Salim. Muhammad Abdullah Saleh. Murad. Miqran. Nawaf. Look at this.
How many?
But is this good? You're exploiting. If I don't take attendance, you misuse that. That's a bad thing. So I'll be taking attendance like this. For you, what's your name? Let me just save this. Takes time.
The server is bad.
It is always bad. Okay, I'll just remind me at the end because it just keeps saving. Okay.
Sometimes when I take exams or quizzes on online Blackboard, it's kick me out.
Maybe you offend Blackboard. Okay, so let's just start. So we were saying that how data mining is done, or text mining is done. And we said that you have unstructured data or structured data, and then you have your tools and techniques, your software and hardware, and then you use that to generate, the context specific knowledge that you're trying to create. So let us just try to see that in more detail. So where do you start? You start with what you call corpus. Anybody remember this term corpus from the last time?
Corpus?
Corpus.
No, could you please remind us?
Yes, it is the whole body of text. It can be many things, and we'll discuss today what corpus is. It can be all the documents that you're using to include in your text mining, right? So if you have 10 documents, so those 10 documents, Word documents make up what you call your corpus. Corpus is like the body, the whole body that you're analyzing, okay? And then last time I showed you something a little bit about term document matrix. I'll show you more. And then something called, how the knowledge extraction is done using this structured data. So no structure, you provide structure to your text mining data, and then after your structure in the data, then you do the analysis. Then you do the analysis, okay? Okay, so what is corpus? I told you corpus is collection of all your data. It could be text document, XML files, emails, web pages, short notes, audio, voice recordings, and all these things are part of your corpus, the full body. So because they are coming from different sources, so one common technique that we use is to collect them, digitize them if needed, because sometimes they are actual documents, so you have to digitize them, convert them into PDFs or something, and then we put them in a single flat file. Flat file simply meaning that instead of having them in 20 documents, you can merge them together. Okay, you can say that it's like a single file. Or you can put them in an Excel. For example, the analysis that we normally do, we take all the data and we say document 1, document 2, document 3, abstract, title, etc., and we put them in an Excel table. Right? So it is, we collect them into a common place, a single file, because single file is easier to handle, but it does not mean that you cannot handle multiple files. Sometimes we do handle multiple files in Python. We simply can write a program where it will keep reading all the files, and one after the other it just loads all the data. So I have done that as well, where it has read all of it. Then term by document matrix, which I showed you last time. It looks something like this, right? It looks something like this. So you may have documents and you may have different terms. And term by meaning terms can mean one word or it can mean multiple group of words, which is called bigrams or even called trigrams. So bigrams are here. Just talk to it. Okay. So bigrams and trigrams. So bigrams are words that come in meaningful combinations, like investment risk. You see this word quite a lot in a risk course, right? Or project management. When you're going to take project management course, this project management together has a meaning, right? It always comes together. Software engineering. You always see these two words coming together. So together they have a meaning, okay? Vision 2030, right? Together they have a meaning. Vision has a meaning, 2030 has a meaning, but Vision 2030 has a different meaning, right? So 2030 is an year. Vision means vision, right? But Vision 2030 points to a very specific thing, right? Saudi Vision 2030, right? So, so you can have individual words or you can have bigrams, 2-letter words or 3-lettered words, and then you have documents. So the thing that happens with this, as I was showing you last time, how many words you can expect in a document? Many, thousands, right? Across many documents. So should you include all those terms? The answer is no, you should not, because you're looking for meaningful things, not everything. So if you have preposition, huruf jar, right? Fi, ila, min, ya, like in Arabic, right? So off, on, upon. So if I have here in document saying that off is appearing in all of them, so what do I do with that? Right? It's not bringing me what topic they are discussing and what is the sentiment, right? So the idea is to be more efficient, and I showed you last time, we talked about few terms. Number one, we talked about something called stop words. Stop words are the words we do not want to include. I showed you even a list that I use, stop words. So all common words that are used in simple language, and you don't expect them to give you any topic meaning, but they are just part of any language. Like whenever we say a sentence, those words are part of it, right? Right. So we remove them, so we can remove them. Synonyms, same meaning words. Same meaning words, if they are appearing, same meaning words but different forms in the text, we can remove them and keep one. Replace all synonyms with one word. So and then stemming. Anybody remember stemming?
Yes.
What is stemming?
Stem at the root. Words that are derived from one root.
Yes. So if you have derived words, different forms, you just bring them to their root, right? So you just bring them to their root, so that again the data can Otherwise, data will see all of them as different words, right? So, so this is what they do, and then you do row counts, and then based on the row counts, we can do analysis. But yes.
Should I cut something because of the AC?
Okay, so maybe I was coming from such a cold room, I'm feeling okay. I was in my room, it was so cold, I was like, oh. So actually I feel happy coming to this room. Maybe you're coming from a hot room, so.
Yes.
Yeah, actually I feel like heat returning to my body, so. Yeah. That's why I didn't realize that AC is not working. Actually I felt happy that I feel like my heat is getting back to my body. Okay, so term document matrix. One thing, what first of all, when I show you this, what do you notice in this table? If I actually see you, this table can be very big. So many thousands of terms, so many documents, right? But what do you notice here? What do you notice here?
A lot of cells empty.
Empty spaces, wasted spaces, right? Zeros. You can write zeros here. So one of the things, because you know, when you're solving a big problem, computers see it as a matrix. It sees it as so many data points to look. Even if there's empty, it essentially in computer taking a memory space. And it is also saying that nothing, right? So directly using this TDM may not be a very good idea because you keep using this big table again and again in every step. So what they do is, you try to do what is called reduce the dimensionality. See if you can make this table smaller. So one of the things people do is, you can analyze it manually, see if there are terms with very few occurrences in very few documents, but they were not part of stop words. So you can see that still they are no use to your analysis. So you can eliminate those words. You can cut those words out. Okay. This will make your remove at least few columns. So many columns can be cut like this. Then some algorithms, we will not go into the detail. They are called singular value decomposition or principal component analysis. Principal component analysis look for the one which are making more bigger impacts. So it identifies only that data set which is making bigger impact.
Can you, Doctor, give us an example?
Example. So the ones, those words which are heavily used across documents, okay? But if a word is appearing in every document,
It's important.
no, it's not important. Why? Because you're looking for, it is important in one sense that what is being discussed, but we are looking for different topics being discussed in a set of documents. Right? For example, if I take, cryptocurrency, I search for cryptocurrency. I know it's a cryptocurrency document. You understand that? But when I look for topic modeling, it says the most used word is cryptocurrency. Okay, nice information you're giving me back. I use cryptocurrency as a keyword to search for those documents, right? I'm not looking for cryptocurrency. I'm looking for what is happening in cryptocurrency documents, right? Are they talking about risk? Are they talking about price modeling? Are they talking about portfolio management? You understand? So this principal component analysis look for the things that are making an impact. So things that are appearing very few times, not making impact. Something that is appearing in everything is also not making an impact, because you know it already, right? So it tries to identify things like that and tries to reduce the matrix. And then, you have a much more cleaner, data set available to you that you can use. And then what do? Now this data set is normally ready to perform your actually normal data mining techniques. Before that, it was not ready. So now this data set, on top of the data set, you can do things like clustering and classification. We have been discussing that, right? Document cluster. How many different clusters of documents are there? So you can use clustering. and even trend analysis, associations, and many things. So you understand that. So that is why text mining is different. You have, because it requires a lot of processing. I'll not go into the detail of it, but just a case discussed, 12-year period, so many different journals, articles analyzed, and they found that there are 9 big topics being discussed, 9 clusters. So just an example of they just showing that how they were able to discover different clusters. Okay, so text mining tool. Can you name a text mining tool that you can use? Orange, of course. I showed you how to do text mining in Orange. But on a bigger scale, on a more commercial scale, these are some of them. SPSS. Remember this name very well, because in the market, people use SPSS for many things, especially for statistical analysis, regression. I showed you regression.
Yeah.
Real estate data regression. SPSS, everybody uses SPSS. Although I don't like SPSS and I don't use it, but SPSS is a very commonly used tool. Okay.
Why it's the most common tool?
SPSS has been in market for last 30 years. Especially finance economics people, they all use SPSS for regression.
Is it because it have more feature than Orange?
No, it is because, why are you using Microsoft Office? Because Office has been there for before your
Microsoft
birth.
Office, because it's the only apps that can use.
No, there are even open Office, even there are free. Exactly what Office is doing, there are even suites module, right? But those are even free. There's something called Open Office.
You mean open source apps?
They are open source as well and paid as well. But some of them are as good as Office, Microsoft Office.
Oh.
But because everybody is using it, that's why you're using it.
Yeah.
Right? So I can name you latex, something called latex,
Maybe because they stay in the shadows.
Why they are in the shadows? Because everybody is using it, so it becomes tradition, right? Because I'm using it and I started to showing you, so you start using it, and then because whoever is working with you see you using it, so it becomes like a chain. So SPSS has been used for so many years that it is just there since last 90s and 80s and something. So it is a very, very old, very traditional software. So that is why everybody is using it. SPSS. SAS is the same thing. Very popular, old, like big Microsoft-like popular software. These are, some of them are new, like rapid miners, statistical data miners. These are the new entries, and they are making their market. But these are some of them. Now, I'm going to talk about slightly something different, which is called web mining. Web mining, apparently to you, might be the same thing, isn't it? Because on web you also have text, and you wanted to analyze that text. But there are more things you can do on web data than just text mining. So that is why we are discussing them, and we are treating them a little differently. Okay? So web is the largest repository of data. We know that most data is on web. Data is stored in HTML, XML, text format, same as text mining. Challenges, first of all, too big data to handle, too complex, too dynamic. What does dynamic means?
Dynamic mean changing, fluctuating.
Changing very, very frequently.
Yeah.
So imagine if you are analyzing tweets, right? You just downloaded the data yesterday, and you're trying to analyze it. How recent is it, how much data is added during that time, right? A lot data, changing very fast. Not specific to a domain, meaning everything is mixed up. Finance, accounting, business, culture, country, politics, everything is mixed up. Web has everything, so it has opportunity, but it has these challenges. So in terms of web mining, what makes it different are especially this and a little bit of this. This is text mining. We already know about it. Web content mining. So it is the same like unstructured textual data available on web pages. We can find sentiment and you can find topics, etc. But structure mining, usage mining is what makes web mining different. Structure mining, how the data is arranged, URLs and all those things. To me, this is most important for you as business students. Usage mining, and we'll talk more about usage mining now, okay? Because we already know content and structure mining. Mining the textual content of the web, you collect data through a software called web crawler, so it gathers all the pages that you need, and then you see how the links are related and so on. So I'm not going into there because we already have talked about content exactly like text mining. So let's just go and talk about usage mining. So what is usage mining? Which has become one of the most powerful tools in web business. So the thing is that on web, think of yourself as a user. You wanted to buy something, or you wanted to look for something, and you wanted to search for something. You search and you visit pages and you perform certain transactions. And even during the visits, there is a sequence of click, 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 click. Right? So if you're looking to buy, for example, a camera on Amazon, so where do you go? You first go to Amazon.com, then you search maybe camera or phone or something like that, right? So there's a combination of, there's a pattern being built by you. And if you're a regular buyer, you keep going to certain things. So you're trying to tell Amazon what you're trying to do. Okay, so every click that you make, every web page that you visit, I'm not only saying every web page you visit, I'm even saying every click you made is being recorded on those websites. Access logs, referral logs, agent logs, client side cookies, your profile, so many things, your IP address, where you're coming from Khobar, you're buying this item, you're interested in this item, you keep searching about these things, everything is being stored. And these companies are using these to build user characteristics and user profiles. What you like, what you don't like, and so on. So, and there is something called clickstream data and clickstream analysis. So exactly the way you do click, 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 clicks, it is being saved. Have you ever imagined why Twitter is giving you free, Facebook is giving you free, LinkedIn is giving you free? Do they like you? That's why they're giving you those free things?
No, we have data.
Your behavior is being captured by what you like and dislike, and then this data is sold to
Doctor?
to companies, to Google, to Amazon, to Noon, to all those companies.
Sometimes when I want some books that related to our courses, I want to Google it, and even two options. Either I buy it, or there is some site I go to it, and there is in the
Suggestions.
so no, at the bottom called upload file. If you upload certain files, they will give it to you as free to unlock it. I mean, so I give it information so that the other way, either I subscribe or give it to them.
Yeah, so they are asking you to register so that they capture your data.
Yes, actually, so
Yeah, so this is it. So all those datas are used by companies these days. So web usage mining is becoming has become a very big area and used by all those big vendors. So determine lifetime value of client, what exactly typically you like or dislike, and how much you're expected to buy, what is your potential, and then based on that design cross marketing strategies. So when you go to Noon or Amazon, why do you see things that you like appearing? Right? Even you buy something on something else, and then Google ads and all those things have started to appear, what you like, right? So it is happening because designing cross-marketing strategies based on your behavior, promotional campaigns, target electronic ads at user groups, predict user behavior based on your previous behavior and so on. So this is basically web usage analysis. So sorry. Web usage analysis. So everybody understand, it's not just text analysis anymore. It's what you are accessing and how you are accessing is being recorded, and that is called web usage mining. So this is you user, you visit different websites and all the data is being collected, cleansed, identified user, your sessions page, even how much time you spend on a page is recorded. Not just what you click, even how much time you spend on a page is being recorded. And then based on this, your profile is being generated by all these companies, and then they keep coming back and coming back. So every time you visit, so that is being generated, okay? And then all the data that you're generating, it is being web analytics, etc. used, and then your holistic view of who you are is being generated by these companies. So they know more about us than we do about us, because in terms of what we like and what we dislike, okay? So how, if you are trying to perform web usage analytics, not web content analytics, you need to differentiate between the two. Web content analytics is text mining, reviewer comments, etc. Web usage analysis is what I'm just talking about. And you have a website, so how can you analyze that? So it's very difficult to create your own software because it's a complicated business, but there are tools that you can just install on your server and it can do all the clickstream analysis and everything. I just showed you SPSS and SAS, right? Same here. These companies are expanding and adding more things. SPSS, web mining for Clementine. SAS, web MicroStrategy, web traffic analysis. Live clicks tracks. All these are just software you install on your server, and it will do all the analysis for you for individuals, okay? And these are the sites, if you can just go and buy it, okay? So that is it for now. We just have one chapter left, which is big data analytics. Inshallah, then it will end. But I'm a little worried about not hearing anything from any of you about your project.
We prepare something.
Do you expect me to say no submission before deadline or what? So I need to really hear from you. The deadline I told you, it's not just that I don't want to change it. I need to do grading more properly this time, and I need sufficient time before final exam. So please be active. Maybe a couple of days can be changed, but not more than that. So I need to hear. Only one group contacted me. I don't know who contacted me about some real estate data analysis.